Hello viewers, J. Chris back again. Hope you are keeping fine. Before I start this video, I got a question from one of the viewers. He asked me, suppose if he has a vehicle and there is no loan on that vehicle, can it be considered an asset? He is quite right. He has previously listened to my video, the previous video, wherein I said an asset is something that should put money in your pocket, and he is quite right. It cannot be considered an asset, but let us figure out the answer to this question in a systematic manner. To achieve this objective, let us first set up a context by looking at the surrounding of wealthy people versus the other common people. If you look at the surroundings of wealthy people, they have office buildings. The office buildings are filled with business activities which bring in cash into their pocket. And on the other hand, employees, even employees are a resource now. It is called human resources, and they bring in money for the company through the activities they render to their company. And if you look at other expenses, say for example the sales promotion activities, etc., even these bring in cash inflows through the company at a later stage, say for example in form of sales in future. And the vehicles they use for commuting, meetings, etc., is all filled with economic activity which puts money back into their pocket. So if you see their entire surrounding, there is money involved in each and every aspect of it. On the other hand, if you look at the surrounding of a common man, say for example basic things, say for example the residence he resides in, the building has to go through lot of maintenance expenses, and he is never likely to sell that building. Let us assume that it is a first house and the house at which he is residing. He is never likely to sell the house off. So when he is never likely to monetize the building, it is quite unlikely that we can call it an asset. And another common thing is jewellery. It has lot of attraction among Indian households. When you look at jewellery, there are a whole lot of dimensions that come into play. Say for example, gold may be considered an asset. I won't say even an asset, it is just a hedging instrument. When I say hedging instrument, it is just a place to park your money safely when all other asset classes are not performing well. Say for example, if assets like stocks are not performing, you can park your money in gold for the time being and then take it back. So it is just a safety mechanism. It is not an asset or investment by any stretch of imagination. And jewellery can never be considered an asset, because when you go to buy jewellery, there are a lot of practical difficulties human beings face. The jewellery you are buying is never pure gold. Pure gold is 24 karat, but what you get is 22 karat or 916. Let us now look at what is the meaning behind this 916. Let us take the 24 karat as a benchmark for pure gold. If you want to convert it to 22 karat, all you have to do is 22 by 24 into 100, and this will give you a result of 91.6% if you do the mathematics part. So what does this mean? It means that the jewellery you are buying has only 91.6% pure gold on it. The remaining constituents are other supplementary items that are added to the jewellery to make it strong and durable. And there are a whole lot of other factors, say for example making charges, wastage, GST, etc. And these types of charges you never get it back when you sell the gold subsequently. For your good luck, if prices have appreciated, gold prices have appreciated, well and good, you will make money. But let's say you want to immediately exchange these jewelleries and price is not appreciated so much, you won't be getting the wastage, making charges and the GST back. So these are the unattractive aspects of owning jewellery. So when we consider all these things, we cannot really say that jewellery is an asset either. And personal cars, this is very important. The car you own never puts money in your pocket. It only sucks money out of your pocket. Say for example, fuel expenses, maintenance, and you can not even drive in a congested road because it can get scratched, etc. And the worst part is many people have a car but they underuse it. When you underuse the car, it is not up to the full capacity utilization, and a lot of other nuisance, say for example like rat bites, etc. can happen. So these never put money in your pocket. So when I say that your house at which you reside, the jewelry you have in your wardrobes, and the personal cars that you use to commute on a regular basis are not assets, what are they? They are simply called utilities. And now I would like to touch upon one important thing. You should never borrow and purchase utilities. Let me explain this further. If you want to buy a second house, for example, because many people in India buy second houses on loan and then they rent it out. But then if you see, the loan rate will be close to 12% when you borrow on a housing loan. But then when you rent it out, you will be getting rental income of as much as just 3%. So it makes no sense, financial sense. And then when it comes to jewelry, unless you are in a dire situation, there is again no point in purchasing an hedging instrument like gold on a loan or liability. And then same goes for a car, because it only sucks money out of your pocket. Now people have gone to the extent that they buy cell phones on EMI. So these are common traps you should avoid. And it also depends on your socio-economic background. I cannot give you blanket statements. Suppose you are rich, you can afford expensive cars, you can afford expensive jewelry, you can live in expensive buildings, you go ahead with it. Because if you have the affordability and you do not do it, people may think you are too stingy. So it will come to a different social angle which I do not want to touch upon. But all I wanted to do in this video is, do not be under the illusion that the house at which you live, the jewelry you possess, and the car you own for personal purposes is not considered an asset by any stretch of imagination. They are simply utilities. So I hope this video made it clear that there is clear difference between asset and utilities. If you see the wealthy people surrounding, they are filled with assets which generate cash inflows for them and make them richer. They end up building big cash generating empires. But on the other hand, some people who cannot afford still go for utilities, and these keep sucking money out of their pocket and they become poorer on a day-to-day basis. So I hope this video was useful for you and you will avoid getting into the common traps I mentioned in this video. So if you like this video, please show your appreciation by pressing the thumbs up button, and feel free to leave your comments, opinions in the comment section, and also subscribe to the video for more useful content that are on the way. Thanks a lot once again for watching. Bye bye.